Hey leaders, have you ever wondered why it's so hard to sustain a great work culture despite doing all the right things like competitive, fair pay and benefits, great learning and development, career growth opportunity, top-notch leadership, and yet you're not quite achieving the results you desire? You haven't moved the needle in a meaningful enough way, and you know there's more. Stay tuned. What you may not realize is that there are hidden factors at work which may surprise you. Hello, I'm Chris Clark, a certified Axiogenics self-leadership development coach. My passion is providing deeply personal, meaningful, long-lasting self-development for leaders and their organizations. If you're ready to discover better leadership development for you and your team, please see the links below to schedule a call to learn more. Today, we're going to explore the hidden forces influencing your workplace culture and what you can do about it. Stay tuned for practical insights, real-life stories, and actionable strategies that will help you achieve and sustain a best-in-class culture. But first, we'll start with the misconception. I used to believe that if you had solid leadership, that a good culture could flourish. Think of it like a bone-dry desert. All it needs is water to flourish and bloom. And while that may be true for a little while, without the long-term commitment of consistent watering, the desert will dry up again. You'll get short bursts of brilliance followed by a drought. I soon discovered a more complex reality. Let me share a story about a client company. In this small company, a group of dedicated employees endured many years under the reign of an authoritarian president. Finally, a turning point arrived when a highly respected internal leader was promoted, ushering in a new era. This visionary leader believed that by sharing their vision, much like I thought, they would empower the talented team, and these individuals would eagerly embrace their newfound freedom. However, the transition didn't unfold as smoothly as expected. The team had been held down and held back for so long, they developed a pattern akin to what psychology terms as learned helplessness. It became clear that undoing years of compliance would pose a more significant challenge than initially thought, but it was far from impossible. It would require more than a visionary leader. The transition required outside assistance and a profound understanding of the team's experiences, consistent efforts, and unwavering support to nurture them into becoming self-leaders. Over time, this support and empowerment enabled them to feel safe and confident in their newfound freedom in contributing to the company's growth and success. Over the years, I've come to learn that one of the hidden barriers to becoming a self-leader is a form of PTSD or post-traumatic stress disorder that develops from past experiences. You can understand this psychological condition where the scars of past workplace trauma haunt employees even after they've moved on to new opportunities. Just as soldiers may carry the psychological wounds of battle, employees can bear the weight of previous toxic work environments. Our life experiences significantly shape our mindset and perspectives, or the way we see and experience the world. Think of these perspectives as lenses that filter and color your reactions and responses to every situation. Individuals who have endured toxic workplaces often develop lenses that distort their thinking, behaviors, and ability to become self-leaders and their capacity to embrace self-leadership. It's like carrying invisible baggage into their new roles, and unless we can acknowledge and address it, it can continue to impede their growth and potential as self-leaders, even in a company with a good culture. Let's illustrate this with a workplace event such as a meeting. The meeting itself is a neutral event, neither inherently good or bad. However, the history and life experiences of each person influences how they interpret and perceive this neutral event. It's like when two people attend a party or a movie, and each person has a different understanding of the experience based on their unique perspectives. Now imagine this entire phenomenon happening across your workplace. You invest substantial effort into carefully curating an all-company meeting. Some employees view the meeting and its message positively. while others perceive it negatively. The crucial point is that the event itself remains the same, yet the individual's lenses are uniquely different for each person. This emphasizes the importance of understanding these different lenses and the influence they may have on sustaining a positive work culture. I've learned that employees that come from a bad environment, experience, or even relationships often don't believe when a good one is real. They don't trust what they hear, see, or even experience firsthand. So what can you do? First, organizations that really mean what they say need to be committed to walking their talk day in and day out. Who you are and what you do are more important than words engraved on a plaque, where a mission statement is typically found. You must live and breathe your workplace culture through good times and bad. A company's character is measured in times like this. Organizations that say they care about people need to care about people when the bottom line is robust and flush and when things are tight. Training budgets cannot get slashed the minute the economy falters. Building trust is an important first step. So how do you convince employees that you mean what you say? Consider what your commitment to a positive culture says about you and your organization. Imagine the power that you hold as a leader in walking your talk. A friend works for a small consulting firm that is dedicated to building and nurturing a robust company culture. The company believes in training, development, and a good culture so strongly that they set aside 1 day per quarter for all team meetings. Everyone is expected to attend. They bring the whole team on site, even team members living out of state. They meet as a whole group and break down into small teams. They also encourage participation in an evening activity designed to build relationships, nurture their community, and deepen connections. Now that you understand the misconceptions, the hidden barriers, and the importance of building trust, what else can you do to nurture and sustain a positive, value-driven culture? Here are 3 key actions. Number 1, implement self-leadership development training. Self-leadership development training establishes the expectation that we all come to the workplace with different life experiences and ways of seeing the world. As self-leaders, team members learn that they are responsible for their own thinking, behaviors, and outcomes. Investing in self-leadership development empowers your team to overcome past experiences and teaches them how to be accountable for growing into self-leaders, responsible for their part in shaping a more positive, value-driven culture. Number 2, continuous communication. Foster a culture of open and continuous communication. Encourage your employees to share their concerns, ideas, and feedback. Make sure the leadership team is accessible and willing to listen. Carve out frequent, consistent, one-on-one meeting time to build trust and rapport. Continuous and open communication isn't just about talking. It's about actively listening and creating an environment where employees feel valued, heard, and safe to express their thoughts and concerns. Nurturing a feeling of safety and trust provides a platform for addressing hidden issues and barriers that might be affecting the culture. Building this kind of culture takes time and effort, but the benefits in terms of trust and overall workplace culture are immeasurable. And lastly, deep appreciation. In today's fast-paced world and work environment, it's easy to get caught up in doing, in solving problems and putting out fires. But to truly foster a remarkable culture, it's crucial to express deep appreciation. This isn't merely about acknowledging a person's work, but celebrating their individuality and the multifaceted aspects that make them who they are. Personal milestones. Take the time to recognize personal milestones. Recognize the birth of a child, a wedding, or other significant life experiences. These moments matter greatly, and acknowledging them sends a powerful message that the organization cares about the well-being of its team members beyond their work-related contributions. Professional achievements. Celebrate professional achievements, of course, including the completion of advanced degrees, certifications, or significant career milestones. This not only demonstrates the organization's investment in its employees' growth, but also motivates others to pursue their own development. Recognize individual contributions. Recognize and celebrate the unique contributions that each employee brings to the table. Whether it's securing a valuable client, devising an innovative solution, or simply being a positive influence on the team. These individual contributions are the building blocks of a great culture. Recognize inclusive celebrations. Foster a culture of inclusivity by recognizing and celebrating various cultural and religious holidays or observances. This shows respect for diversity and makes every employee feel valued and included. Provide meaningful recognition. Consider implementing recognition that goes beyond monetary rewards. Meaningful recognition can include personalized thank you notes, public recognition during meetings, or even symbolic gestures like custom awards. These acts of appreciation carry a deeper meaning and resonate with employees on a deeper level. Expressing deep appreciation is about recognizing the humanity and individuality of each team member. It goes beyond a routine thank you and taps into the core of what makes employees feel truly valued. When employees are appreciated, not just for their work, but for who they are as people, they are more likely to be engaged, empowered, and trust in the organization's commitment to their well-being and growth. In conclusion, the journey to creating and sustaining a great work culture is a multifaceted one, marked by the complexities of human interactions and the ever-changing landscape of our professional lives. We've explored the hidden forces that shape your workplace culture, from the misconceptions about leadership to the often overlooked barriers rooted in past experiences. The thread connecting these elements is a foundational understanding of your role as a self-leader responsible for your own thinking, learning, behaviors, and outcomes. Additionally, for an organization to tap into and unlock an employee's reserve of commitment, engagement, and potential, trust in leadership, trust in the workplace, and trust in the organization's commitment to employee growth and development is paramount. Building a culture where employees feel safe to be their most authentic selves and self-leaders is a journey in both learning and unlearning. Trust is the cornerstone of this journey, creating fertile ground where innovation, adaptability, and thriving workplace relationships can flourish. I encourage you to reflect on how your company embodies its vision, its mission, and values. Do you, along with your executive team, leaders, and employees, perceive yourselves as self-leaders who are both accountable and responsible for contributing to the sustainability of a positive work culture? Embrace the challenge of fostering a culture where individuals can unlock their full potential. Trust in leadership serves as the foundation of your organization's success. I look forward to sharing with you more insights in the future as we continue to explore the intricate world of creating and maintaining a great company culture. If you found this video valuable, consider subscribing to this channel or my newsletter to stay up to date on our latest content. Links can be found below. Thanks for joining me on this journey, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.